Hello YouTube, Frosty here, the IPA guy, where we try all the best IPAs from around the country and we give them a score from 1 to 10. Today's recommendation, got a bit of a situation here, so we'll explain in a second. But our recommendation, first of all, comes from Mike Tungsten from Eagle Rock, California, recommending the Knuckle Sandwich Double IPA from Bootleggers Brewery in Fullerton, California. We're going to review this, and then apparently there's some controversy about Bud Light, and Frosty the IPA guy, not Frosty the Ale guy, not Frosty the Brettanomyces guy, not Frosty the Sour guy, not Frosty the Porter guy, not Frosty the Stout guy, Frosty the IPA guy. However, not Frosty the Lager guy. However, this was shipped to me today, FedEx. It was on my doorstep when I came home. And apparently, I guess there's some controversy about Bud Light, and there's a lot of people that say, Frosty, we want to know what the real deal is. Is it worth it? Should we continue drinking Bud Light? Should we not continue drinking Bud Light? You know what? We're going to settle the score. We're going to let you know. Anyway, let's get to the review first for the Bootleggers Knuckle Sandwich, and then we'll deal with this guy a little bit later. Anyway, okay, Knuckle Sandwich. Let's give this one a pour, a sniff, a sip, and a score, and see what we think. Another bad day today, people. Oh, another bad day. Got into a little bit of a fender bender. I'm just, I'm driving on the road, minding my own business. Some idiot some peasant, some peon in a Mercedes. I'm in my Mulsanne, my black Mulsanne, beautiful 2022 black Mulsanne. This guy, not even looking what he's doing. He just clips me, and if you ever get hit, if you ever get into an accident, a little fender bender on the highway, it's just, it just ruins your day. You just want to get to the store and get what you need to get, and the whole day's ruined. Anyway, so I'm not in a good mood. Anyway, so, but you know what? The IPA game, it's a man's game, it's an honorable game, it's a fair game. I'm not going to let my mood get to me on my review of the Knuckle Sandwich. Even though I get out of the car, I'm like, do you realize the grill alone is $5,000? And whatever. So let's check the color and the aroma and see what we think. Okay. Very strange. Very dark and amber. Interesting. Very amber. Ooh, you can see the lights coming through there. And you can see this is a very malty beer, but let's check the aroma. Pops pretty well. Nice and a little bit funky. Very, very malty. You can tell. Very, very malty. Little bit of roast to it. Very nice. You know what? I'm actually kind of a little pleasantly surprised. It's not your typical gold IPA that Frosty loves. Frosty loves his IPAs like he likes his precious metals. Guild. But this is very amber. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? Burnt umber. Burnt umber. Remember 9th grade art class? Oh yeah. Burnt umber was my favorite color. Anyway, okay. Oh, I remember my 9th grade art teacher. Full disclosure, people, I was one of the first sours I ever tasted. Was it? They invited me to this tasting. I said, Frosty doesn't do sours, but you know what? I did it anyway. And I poured it in there, drank it, and I said, this reminds me of my 9th grade art teacher. When she used to stand behind me and she used to breathe on me, and I would go, oh my God, this is disgusting. It was a combination of alcohol, cigarettes, and coffee. So you know, so Frosty's he's not into sours, will never be. So it is what it is. So back to the knuckle sandwich. This is actually a very good IPA. It's very very malty. You know, Frosty doesn't really like the malt too much, but this one's really good. This one is it's a big IPA. It's not gonna, it's not gonna be not for the faint of heart. Pretty high alcohol content. I think it's around 10%. So it's gonna be pretty big. A lot of mouthfeel, a lot of malt going on, but it is pretty good. This one's gonna get a pretty good score. Even though it's not in Frosty's wheelhouse, Frosty appreciates a good beer, and this is outstanding. Bootleggers Brewery, Mike Tungsten from Eagle Rock, California, recommending the knuckle sandwich from Bootleggers Brewery in Fullerton, California. I've been to that brewery. Very cool. A little bit dingy. It's kind of weird. Won $20,000 on cornhole that day. We'll talk about that later. So this one is going to be a pretty good score, people. This is going to be in the 8s. There's no question about this one. This is going to be the one you want to take the private jet, land into Fulton Airport, go to the brewery, figure it out, just go online, get a case, whatever. Anyway. This one is not going to be super high in the 8s, but it's going to be good. Very nice beer. This one is an 8.2. That's a review. Okay, double review today, people. Let's put this one aside. Bootleggers Brewery. Now, a lot of controversy on the Bud Light. Don't know what's going on. Don't really watch the news. Don't have time. Don't have time. You know what? When you're Frosty, you don't have time to watch the news. I don't know what's going on. I got all these emails. They say, "Oh, Frosty, we don't know what to do." There's this whole controversy with Bud Light. Should we drink it? Should we switch to something else? I don't know. I started drinking Coors when I was 7, so I've never had a Bud Light. I've never had Budweiser. I don't know, but you know what? We're gonna go with the real deal. Frosty has one of the best palates in the world for beer in general, and we're gonna. I don't know. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light, we're going to give it the real deal. So they FedExed me this can today. I don't know what this is. There's some person on there that I guess the whole controversy, don't know what the deal is. Don't watch the news. Don't have time for the news. It is what it is. Lessons learned. It is what it is. So Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light, real deal. What is your score for this beer? So in general, just a general, beautiful, perfect palate Frosty. What's the score? Put the beer in the can, put it in the glass, drink it. What's the score? Well, the real deal's coming. The real deal is coming, people. Let's see what this is here. Put the can nice and, yeah, there's the front of it right there. Not quite sure. Now, you know Frosty loves his beer gold, like precious metal gold. This is LaCroix, maybe? Maybe, I don't know, lemon, apple, LaCroix. I don't know. Not a great color, people. A little bit clear. So, you know what? This is a lager from Anheuser-Busch Bud Light. Let's give it the real deal. Aroma. Smell a little bit of maybe some like wet leaves. I don't know, wet leaves. Like soggy corn cob. I don't know. Some rice patty. Not that great. Not impressed so far. Let's give it a taste. See what we think. I'm not sure what this. Not sure what this is, people. Not sure what this is. I have no idea. What is this? This is not beer. I don't. This is. I remember when I was in junior high school, I was on the cross country track team, and we used to run these 3.2 mile loops in the mountains in Colorado. And when we were done, the coach would give us this drink to kind of rehydrate ourselves, make us feel a little bit better. This is exactly what it tastes like. Maybe it's giving us Bud Light. I don't know. It is refreshing, like water, like seltzer water, but so is LaCroix. So anyway, this is, wow. Okay. I'm going to say this to the general beer drinking public. This, by the way, a lot of people recommended that I want to try this. I want to know what's going on. This was from a gal named Jake Gillette, recommending that I try this and see what the real deal is. This one, I just gotta say, if you are drinking this beer, you actually go to the store, pick this up, put it on the checkout stand, and I have no idea what a checkout stand is. I have people shop for me. So, but if you don't have people shop for you, and you get this case and you put it on the thing, and you actually have to get your wallet out and pay for this. Well, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is disgusting. I don't know what this is. Let's give it the real deal, Frosty. Let's give it the real deal. Jake Gillette, a female young lady called Jake Gillette, recommending this one. All the controversy, I don't know what it is, but let's give it the real deal. What's the score on the Bud Light? Frosty's into the IPA guy. He's not in Bud Light, not into this beer. Don't know what it is. Haven't drank anything like this since I was 7. This one is, what's the real deal? Real deal. Put it in the bank, people. That's a 2.2. That's a review.